Right here we have a new kit that's going to be out on the market for all your application engineers that would need something to check the IDs and ODs, the things that would be running down hole. This kit has different components that can help you design your bottom hole assembly. You can see it's from WIS Indonesia. It's made right here in Indonesia. It's called the Dimension Kit. It's to help you get all the dimensions of your downhole tools before you run into a well bore. Any service engineer can use it, any company man can use it. It's very handy. Anywhere you're going to be needing to get dimensions of things and check the IDs and ODs of things, this kit would be very handy. This kit here is made for tools up to 3.5 OD, but we can get bigger OD gauge rings if you want them. We have some all the way up to 18 inch or 24 inch. But this kit here comes in the biggest gauge ring, 3.5 OD. And we have what we think the variety that you might run in the middle. But if there's any that you want different than what we have, we can put them in there. We can custom make this kit for you for your rings. So one of the things we have that we really push on a lot of people, we have these drift kits. There's a ball from a 1/2 inch OD all the way to 1.25 inches. And just remember, we can get the balls bigger. This ball just clips on. That way you don't have to worry about anybody cross-threading it. Just clips on, and then this runs on an extension rod that goes out 1 meter long. So if you're out there and you want to drift the ID or something, you can put it in there and you got your connector on, or you got your motor head and stuff. You can drift this. Actually get a drift, you can run it through your tools and check the IDs of every tool that's out there. And then when you're through with that, you can take this ball off and set it over here so you know what size ball you drifted with. So then you're going to run a mill. So we'll find the mill we want to run, which this mill here happens to be a 275. So I'll look here and I'll find the 275 ring. So I can take the mill and I make sure this ring just slides on. I don't want to hammer it on. If the mill's out of round, it won't go on. If it's nice and round and it's in a gauge, this ring will just slide on real snug. That way you don't have to hammer it. If you hammer it, you're going to break the ring. So this way you know you got a good OD on your mill, you can run it in your well bore. So you can use your mechanical digital calipers here to check the fish neck on your mill. And then you can set it over here so you can use it. We have a tape measure. It's in meters, in inches, so this way you can get whatever you want. It goes up to 7 meters. So, and if you just really don't want to use the extension rod, we have another little deal here. You can just put the balls on here and just use just a little small deal, and you can just check the balls with about 11, 12 inch ring. That dynometer will check the RPMs on your motor or whatever you're going to be running in your well bore if it's rotating. It will do it with a laser or it will do it manually. There's a little wheel, there's different size of wheels that you can put on this. I usually use the big one. It has a little one here, and then it has a big one, and then it's got a little bitty one. I usually use the big one to put it on here, and then I take the mill. I'll get my friend to help me here, and we'll show you how this works. You can see right now it's turning 71, 89 RPMs, 92. This thing will read. You have to put the little mark on it. Hold on just a second, I'll show them the mark. It comes with a reflector tape. You put the reflector tape on here if you want to use a laser. That way you can do your deal. Now you can see where the laser's going, and as it goes around, it will read. And then that one there, 98 RPMs. That's 700, 730. Okay, now let me do it manually. The manual one will go right here. You just make contact. You got to switch the switch here. Okay, you can see. It's turning 60, 58. Okay. You can read it, it's 500. There's other tools you need to check. You got your mechanical calipers, you got your ID calipers. When you get to where you want to check everything, or you might want to do this when you first get there, this is a very handy tool. It comes in before the job, after the job. It's a camera, an inspection camera that it can come up to 10 meters if you want it. Cable I can get. It slides on here. This little monitor. You can put a gigabyte card in here, memory card, up to 32 gigs. Slides right on. Once you have that slid right on, you can take this cable, stretch it out how you want it. And remember, this thing can come up. I think you can get a 10-meter cable if you want with it. And that way you don't have to worry about if you don't have enough cable. And that way, if you wanted, when you first got to location and you're out there and you want to rig up on a well, or you want to check down in a drain pipe or something, you can run this cable inside there. And you can actually see everything that's down in there. If the valve's not opening all the way, you would see the valve's not opening up all the way. And then you just turn it on right here, and you can see the tools, everything. The camera's very good. It's got a light on it. You can make it light or bright, or not bright, like this. So this camera, inspection camera, is very good for checking things. That way you know if your valve's opens all the way in your wellhead before you do the job. You can look down in there and see. If you need an extension to go with it, we have them. You can get them up to 5 or 6 foot so you can reach that power. And you can always run your cable down in there. If you want a 5-meter cable, you need to let us know. We'll put a 5-meter cable with it. It costs a little extra, but it's well worth it. So, and there's a tablet in this kit. It's a 7-inch tablet. This way you can turn this tablet on, and you have the ring that you had, you lay it out here. The ball you had, you lay it out here. You take a picture of it. Keep all this in your memory, the memory card here. So once you get through and you want to take a picture of every tool. You got a picture of every tool, you get the serial number off, and then you can match all this up while you're waiting inside. You have a picture of all the tools, you got a picture of the gauge reading you run, you got a picture of the ball you run. This is just information that will help you down the road when you're running a job and someone says, what ball did you run, how did you gauge it? You have all the information right here, you'll have it here on the tablet. And when you're through, you can put all the pictures with your report, turn it in, and then you're through with your job. Hey, and we really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and we hope that this kit would come a lot of value to you and pass it on to your friends. Thank you for your time.